good folks? Welcome into the stream. Today I'm going to be streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! To this entire drama, and the drama is hilarious because, at this point I'm tired. If children are going to be children, then I don't know. And it's bad when children are children because they're really weird. I don't know how to fix that for them. I don't know how to set that up to make it better for them. I just know that the more I've noticed the streams, the more I've noticed that my group grows, the more they have a problem. So I've noticed that it's fun for others to harass my group. In a sense, Red Valor decided to kill one of my community members. My community member brought it to my attention. I did not make a big deal about it. They're going to tell you that I harassed them, that I was aggressive, I was threatening to kill. The one problem was I didn't. And the funny part is, A6 bought this entire act that I put on because I now have the ability to mask emotion. And it wasn't like I wanted to gain that. I just was able to do so. I've been able to have fun by being myself. A lot of people are going to tell you I have a problem with Red Valor. I don't. I could care less. Everything could happen to Red Valor, and I would still be okay. Not even joking. I would be perfectly A-okay with a lot of the things. Hold on, Greg. Is that better? I don't know why the purple blob's on my screen. I really don't. Can you see it better now? I don't know why the purple blob is on my screen. I've never understood it. I don't know what I did. I think I did this wrong when I made this stream. Yeah, the purple blob has always been there, even when I stream on Xbox. So, it's almost as if it just is there. I don't know. But no. Red Valor came and attacked my group first. I asked kindly. They decided to use hostility and then proceeded to harass my roommate while I was at work, which then proceeded to disturb his night with his girlfriend. So whilst, they're going to say, oh, well, we did nothing wrong and he hangs around pedophiles, he hangs around predators, I do not. The one problem with them is that I started moving in silence, and it makes them mad because that silence gets on their nerves because they can't get anything from what I'm building. All they're getting is what people are telling you. I've noticed that they have taken to trying to harass clans that I've joined on other games, including PC games, which is actually kind of sad. I don't really care that they do that because, honestly, it gives my group a little bit of drama now. So, even on the PC side of things, it gives me something to deal with, and I don't mind that. But what I will not stand for or allow is for them to continue to harass my friends, to continue to harass me, to continue to spread a lie, to continue to cyberbully anyone who is in my community. And since they want to keep claiming that my partner, or who I am dating, is under the age of 24. Well, I have his ID. I met him last year, and I am okay with meeting him. He was amazing to me, and I am happy with him. I don't care what anyone says. I do not. I don't care what you do, how you want to go about it. I don't really care at this point. I'm pretty much just saying, if you're going to continuously try to make this about something petty, please don't, because I don't have the patience to deal anymore. I've noticed that all the time that I've come back now, this kid has sat here and stewed about something that he caused himself. So let me give you a brief history of why I say Six has a problem. Six went and he harassed 3 people who came to me before they even started doing anything to this kid. One was Sturban. He harassed this man relentlessly to the point where the man actually snapped. And when he did actually snap, Six continued to harass that man, even after Sturban told him to stop. I've never seen a person who doesn't know the meaning of the word stop. Even I know the meaning of that word, and I don't even care, because it's not my beef. But I've noticed that he doesn't know the meaning of the word stop. He knows the meaning of the word keep going. He knows the meaning of I'm going to keep harassing this person until they do something back to me so I can seem like I'm the victim. So when Sturban snapped, Sturban came to me and he said, are you going to be responsible for this, or should he? And I said, he is an adult. Let him be responsible. It is not my job to be responsible for anyone else's stuff anymore. Another person, he harassed this man for 4 whole years.
What in God's name?
What woman? What's wrong?
Apparently GTA 6 isn't the only new GTA coming out. The fuck?
Honey, I'm live right now.
No, I'm yelling what in the hell because
Yes,
apparently GTA 7 is on its way out.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is. You never know. They probably had a lot of time to make both games.
Like, what in the hell?
Well, I'm live right now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, comment.
Fuck you.
You can when I'm done. That's what I thought. Or you can come sit in my lap.
I'm already sitting
Hmm?
I was passed out in your lap.
I figured as much. Alright, we'll go back to laying down. Get rest.
You know, I'm gonna play some VR.
Rest.
I gotta stream as
You
well.
gotta work!
I mean, I gotta get at least a little bit of streaming in.
Fine. I'm not gonna stop you. You have to work in the morning, don't.
I know I gotta work in the morning. I know, honey.
Alright, well, I'm going back to talking about the topic that I was talking about, Zane.
Honey, I'm sorry. I just was telling that.
So, after the fact that he harassed my my current friend, who was my friend, we are acquaintances at this point. He harassed Warshot for 4 whole years, proceeding to make this man have to do things that don't make sense. And even through all 4 of those years that he harassed Warshot, Warshot still kept his word and did nothing to him. Warshot didn't do anything to him up until the end, when Six kept constantly harassing him. And then he has the audacity to come at me. See, the problem with Six is I asked one question to Thunder. I literally just said hi to Raven. He got so salty about me saying hello to Raven. And it's funny because I think he has a crush on Raven. I really do. I honestly can tell that man does. It doesn't matter to me. Um, I don't really have it in me to deal with him right now. Oh my god, I don't have time. 1 second, chat. I'm sorry about that, chat. Um, so even though I've dealt with a lot in my time, I have never dealt with anyone as idiotic as Six. Um, a person who will say you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong until they think that they make you think that you're always wrong when in reality you're right. I kind of realize that now. I allowed him to harm the people who I call friends because all he's done is damage, damage, damage. He has not stopped trying to damage people who I trust, people who I'm friends with. He has always tried to damage every relationship that I have because he's jealous of the fact that I've moved on from a situation that was not my fault. Can I take responsibility for him harassing people? Of course, because I can. Because I warned him not to. And he still went ahead and did so. Can I take responsibility for the things that happened to him because of his actions? Well, no, I cannot. Because I'm not responsible for those. That was your actions. You got those consequences. Just like if I go and I rob a bank, if I go and I harm someone, if I go in a grocery store, if I do anything wrong, there is always something equal to that wrong. This has gone on long enough with the constant threatening of my friends, the constant harassment of the people who I trust. It's more, in a sense, I've watched them stand up and sit there and take it, but not do anything back up until they cannot take it anymore. I've watched myself take the abuse. And I shouldn't have to. Because you want to put me through hell for your actions. I've been through it. See, the only problem is Six doesn't even realize I've been through my own hell. And my own hell is my own path. His path is different from mine. Raven's path is different from mine. Thunder's path is different from mine. Everybody's path on this world is so different till it's not even funny. And it's different because it's not similar. The paths that we take in this life, they mean a lot to others. Sorry, someone is bothering me and bugging me while I'm streaming, so I'm trying to text this little ant and tell them to leave me alone. They're going back on the mute list again. So, after the fact that Warshot, even at the end, still tried to be peaceful about everything, he still tried to be an adult about it. Six decided to act like a man-child. I had asked this man to try giving Warshot a chance. What did he do? He gave him 1 day. How can you befriend someone in 1 day? You can never learn anything about anyone in 1 day. You can never learn anything about anyone in 1 day. Now I realize I've had to peep a lot of game in my time. I realize I've had to what? So why do good girls like bad guys? Shut up, Greg. Whatever. No. When I say this, Six has done a lot to harass my friends. He's shown a lot. I'm not streaming on Xbox right now. I'm streaming on my computer. I will be streaming on Xbox in a later on tonight, in about an hour, because I'm gonna finish this on here because I wanted to at least stream here first, then Xbox, because I want to get 2 streams tonight, at least. And I wonder, can I give you mod? Nonetheless, Six has had his fair share of starting the drama with everybody I've seen. If I stream on Xbox, it'll be on Twitch itself. It'll actually be on Twitch's website. So, even after that, Warshot kept the most truest and realest things to himself. Never once did Warshot ever try to make Six feel as if Warshot had a problem with him. Warshot showed Tyler a lot of the times that he was wrong about him, and most times that I've watched and I've been around Warshot, I've had to learn a lot myself. But knowing what I know now about Warshot and what I know about Six, I can believe Warshot better than I can believe Tyler. Because all Tyler has done is harass him, me, and everybody he doesn't like because he can't get along with them because he is a sociopath himself. I now realize that him being a sociopath is a problem. And it's a problem for a lot of people. It's not a problem for me because I don't care. It's a problem for him because to himself, he doesn't know that he has other things to deal with. To myself, I have things I want to deal with and I have things I want to do, but I don't go and get mad at others. I have allowed people to get away with so much in past years because I've given chances. But I gave Six the utmost amount. See, the problem is he won't ever admit to anyone that he did anything wrong. He will always think he is not the victim. He will always think he was defending himself, and he was not. It's one thing to defend yourself, but it's another to keep kicking someone while they're down. It's another to constantly beat a dead horse. It's another to poke a bear with a stick. The things I've noticed, the things I've seen from this kid are horrendous. He is really manipulative. He has sat here and manipulated two people because all he can do is manipulate every side of the story because he wants to be in control. And the only problem is he doesn't get to manipulate this side of the story. He doesn't get to manipulate my side. He doesn't get to manipulate any of the things that I've seen him do. Because I did warn him multitudes of times to stop. And then when he ran and hid behind me, I said, no, I am not going to protect you. You need to stand there and take what you dished out. And he's like, you're not a great friend. I said, no, a good friend is going to teach you a very valuable lesson so down the road, you don't do this again. He said that I am a horrible friend. I would rather allow people to harm him and harass him in ways that he has done them. And I told him, no, this is what's called a lesson. Everybody got to learn it. I got to learn it. You got to learn it. I say, at some point in time, I'm going to have a lesson that's going to come along and it's going to teach me something that I ain't even know I didn't know. I say, but for you, this is yours. Your lesson is coming now. My lesson may come down the road. My lesson may come 2 days later. You don't know what I have to learn. Now, mind you, while I was streaming with you guys, while I was streaming in Thailand, I was actually in another country streaming, and I had fun over there. I got to see so many sights. I got to see so much while I was there. It was very beautiful. But in a sense, I had to watch myself change. I had to transition into a better person. And what Six can't ever realize is that I mellowed myself out without having to go to anyone. I never once get angry. Now, I may talk my trash. I love doing that because it's fun for me. It gives me something to look forward to. But for him, he will never know that his constant abuse of my friends is why I don't talk to him. His constant abuse of people who have never ever done anything to him except try to carry on what was started by me. He couldn't even keep the crusade or the destiny that I had built going. He had to go and tear it down each time. And so I have proven to myself time and time again that I shouldn't have allowed him back through that door, and I did myself. I don't know why I allowed him back through that door, and I was wrong to do so. So, and when I did allow him through the door, he never listened. He never wanted to learn. So, and I've dealt with a lot myself. And it's sad because I've lost friends because of him. One of the biggest, one of my biggest friends that I've kept, that's been friends with me since we were in diapers, I lost, and I haven't spoke to him because of him. I grew up with this person, and he ruined that friendship because he sat there and proceeded to call them a predator and proceeded to harass them until they ended up smashing their own console, leaving Xbox, blocking me because he didn't want to listen. He didn't want to stop when I asked, and I told him he doesn't want to stop. So he said, until he can stop, I cannot be friends with you. See, what Tyler doesn't understand is I've lost many people who have been through the childhood that I went through. But Six thinks his was worse. You weren't a present child. You weren't born into a broken family. I was already born into a broken family. I was already born at a disadvantage. Old lady suck. Fuck off, Greg. Stop being a bitch. Um, but no, I have started to realize that Raven is going to be a Retiga regardless whether she wants to actually use her brain or not. I don't know if she has one because I've now noticed that none of them have one. They literally have the one brain cell that they rub together, and it's actually kind of funny at this point. Um, and out of that one brain cell that they've rubbed together, they've never understood how to figure it out for themselves. Um, so I say it like this: if you see them in Halo Infinite socials, don't engage them. Don't even go up to them and try to talk to them. Leave them be. Let them stew on their own. I'm not asking for that. I'm airing out dirty laundry that is theirs. It's not mine. Now, Raven's situation, that's maybe her own fault because what I've learned about people is that a person that they may call a pedophile literally has evidence that they're not. I'm currently being called one because they think my partner, who has autism, since he's younger than me. Give me 5 seconds, chat. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with the wildebeest bastard right now. I'm sorry, chat. I'm dealing with an idiot right now, and he is like on my nerves because I'm like about to snap on him. He's been blowing up my phone since I've been at work, and the one chance I get to sit down at home is right now. So if y'all just give me 2 minutes, let me deal with him real quick. Sorry about that this taking forever because this Walter Beast won't leave me alone. Um, he ain't got nothing better to do with his life than to keep hassling me about something I'm busy with. So, Greg, if you don't know what a wildebeest is, that's a bull that's from Africa. They're called wildebeest or wildebeest, what we call them. But my family calls them wildebeest. I don't know why. They wildebeest. So, um, Ratiga, shut up, Ratiga. No, I didn't hear what happened with you and Zane earlier. Um, hold on, because everyone wants to text me when I start streaming. Um, I didn't hear what happened to you and Zane. I'll be streaming on here for a little bit if y'all want to talk about what happened. Greg, you can throw hands all you want, bro. Um, ads are always gonna be there. I gotta make my money. So, um, I don't really mind what's been happening. I just have a problem. Um,
Nah, that's crazy. Ads? Ads? You're making me watch ads? Nah, I'm getting you canceled on Twitch.
Greg, cancel yourself, okay? But no, I think that the most hardest part of this entire situation that I've seen is that I've watched too many people, friends of mine, leave and lose friends because of what he does. I've watched him make videos of people. I've watched him harass people. Now, what's funny, he says I have a friend named Alpha WL. Alpha WL and I have not been friends ever. I have literally been at war with them, and I've threatened them multiple times. More than once, actually. That's the funniest part. Yeah, me and Alpha WL do not get along. Um, but no, the the fact that I've seen and understood how allowing someone to constantly keep affecting um, how I handle a situation is a problem. I've now realized that Six's problem is that he can't even realize when he's messed up. He runs around with this damaged sense of reality that's not even cool because it doesn't exist for him and it doesn't exist for anyone else. For me, it doesn't exist because I don't really have time for it. Um, and it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't trust him as my friend. I just do not have the patience to deal right now. He's sat there and harassed a lot of people who I befriended along the way. a lot of people that have spent their time making my job easy. But instead of him making his job easy for himself and leaving my friends alone, he has decided to make it about, oh, let's ruin everything he builds instead of ruining everything I build. He is yet to admit that he was in the wrong, and when he does, it'll be a cold day in hell because that'll make me laugh. So I'm still waiting for him to actually admit that. But see, the sad part is he harassed my roommate, and then my roommate actually came to me about it. And I was busy. I was at work. I was minding my own business. But what Six doesn't understand, my computer will always have a connection to my Xbox. It will never not have any connection to my console. I don't know about him. He ain't got no PC. So, it's funny. Yeah. But, he has a problem with people who have a better rep than he does. And I've noticed that he would rather ruin others and bring them down with him than fix what he broke. Raven, on the other hand, it's not really her fault what happened. It is the fact that she made a choice. She got to tell both sides, and both victims of this story got to tell their sides. And the only problem is, they're both from the same goddamn birth year. So, Raven, I don't know if you have less than half a fucking brain. I don't know if they took it out, but please tell me they didn't. Because I would be very sad if they did. I would actually cry. It would actually make me sad if they did. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I know that Thunder is just a misguided sheep because at this point he's literally just falling around because he's whipped. I have to laugh and say that because he is. He's whipped, and at this point, it's funny for me. I don't really care that he is. It doesn't matter to me. He can be whipped all he wants. Because it don't matter. I realize that he has a problem with himself.
I cancel myself daily, and I'm still here. I'm on cancel. Asian persuasion all the way.
Yeah. Even a lot of the other people in my group have dealt with the problem of Tyler. He is basically someone that would rather keep and continuously harass people. So I've now realized that he is a monster because he has no concept of stopping the harassment. He has no concept of leaving people alone. I've realized that he can attack anybody he wants. I don't even care that he does. But I've realized he's never grown up, and he never will. I now have started to realize that he never will grow up. He can't. I mean, it is, I guess, physically impossible for him to grow up, and that's okay. And it can be physically impossible for him to grow up, and that's fine. I don't even care that he doesn't grow up. Leave my friends alone. Leave the people alone who have not even done anything to you. What you like to do is attack people because they don't agree with who you are. For you and Raven, that may be, oh yes, let's go and attack everybody he knows. And so it doesn't matter to me that I have no problem with it. I'm not worried about what's been happening. Um, I'm more worried about what is going to happen later. because I've been noticing that people have asked me how I want to handle this situation.
I get paid tonight, and because of your ads, I watched Stable Ronaldo. I watched Lacey. I watched Queso. You're the reason I'm gonna go buy Twitch Turbo.
Greg, if you blame me for that, you should just subscribe to my channel and quit being an idiot. But it doesn't matter. Okay, I've watched too much drama that has happened because of one person. He is what I like to call a serial drama starter. He would rather start drama and make it about himself banish that bitch. He has nothing else he can activate. I can use Century Neutral. Wait. And it's not my fault that he has a problem with everyone else in my group. He can have all the problems in the world. I don't really recall any of that being anyone else's fault. Because it's not mine, it's not anyone else's, and it's not Six's. Well, and I'm going to say that wrong. I said that wrong. It's not that it's his fault, it's his own fault. So I know that it's a lot different from what I've had to see. And it's not anyone else's fault but mine. It's it's been a long 6 years, and he had well enough time to leave me alone. But he has decided to continuously make it my problem. He has tried to place the blame on me multiple times. I don't really have no patience for it. I don't have no qualms for it because I'm just done. And I guess you could say I'm different than what I used to be. Um, I guess you could say it's not my fault. Because, per se, all I've seen him do is harass others. And it's not even cool. I think that it's much more a problem for him to see me have what I want in life, and it's sad because it doesn't fix anything for him. And the sad part is that it's not anyone else's fault but my own. I made the mistake, and I'm sorry that I made the mistake of allowing him around my friends, because I did. I made a horrendous mistake by allowing him around the people I trust the most. And it now comes back to bite me because it's my fault for what happened. I know it's been a lot to watch through and through, and it's been a lot to see over the time that I've grown, and over the time that I've been around my true friends, the people who I trust. They're actually better. They don't allow anyone to harm anybody else. They only allow people to um, they only allow truth, which is a good thing. I'm actually happy about that because it makes it easier on me. Give me 5 seconds, chat. Hold on. Sorry about that, chat. I have a person who's more idiotic than I've ever seen in my life. That way, I can get one more monster out. Yeah, when you learn to stop begging me for money, bitch, you ain't getting shit out of me, okay? Stop begging me for fucking money, because I don't want you with my money. You bastard ass bitch. You fucked up. You spent all this time and you done fucked me over. Oh, how the tables have turned. One more monster. Just one more. It's a certain monster I love to get out. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say, bitch, you fucked up. I'm gonna lay into that A. Now, what did I tell you? All right. Now back to the topic on hand. It's more than just the weirdness of the harassment. I guess what you could say, it's like my great grandma used to say. You It's like my great grandma used to say to me when I was younger, because of things that I used to do. Um, I used to do a lot of things. I used to always get in trouble too. But no, it's nothing like that. It's just I know there are certain things that my great grandma would say. Yeah. So I think with that, most of it is weird. I do think that six will have to figure out the rest. I do thank you all for coming to the stream. I'm glad y'all could come. It actually made me happy, and it wasn't because I didn't want y'all to be there. I'm glad y'all came to the stream because it makes sense. Um, that it would make sense that all he can do is harass people. It makes sense with all I've seen, all the gaslighting I've seen. Yeah, I have my best friend watching ads because my best friend doesn't want to subscribe. Subscribers don't get ads, Greg. And it's not a bad thing. I just think it's just my turn to see what's going on. Um, I think it's my turn to actually see the problem. I do think I am going to upload this to YouTube. But I also think that 6 is going to have to deal with what I'm coming for. Because it's not my fault that people harassed you after you did something to them. It's never going to be my fault. The only thing that is my fault is that I didn't stop you from being an idiot. I can't fix that. I can't fix stupidity. I'm sorry. Stupidity exists all over this world and I can't even fix it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not my fault. I've noticed that, yeah. I've noticed that, and it's just a lot more different. So, you guys have a great night tonight. I'm gonna go. It's been well streaming with y'all. Um, Let me know some ideas. Um, I will be looking forward to next stream, which will probably be tomorrow or the next day. I don't know how far I'm gonna go with it, but I will take this into a series if y'all would like. And I will make every day of it a series about talking about problems I have with 6. And I will just put everything out there that I have a problem with him about, which I don't mind doing because it actually fixes all my problems. So, thank you guys, and this is Scar1 signing off for the night.